Hey guys, okay, I was asked to do a video putting on my eye makeup. So I just want to preface with I am not like a makeup artist. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've watched a couple tutorials and I just kind of pick and choose like the easiest ways to do, like to get the effect that I want. So yeah, here I go. So I started with my tinted moisturizer, so I have that on my face, and I just kind of bring that onto my eyelids. Like I just put it everywhere, and I use it on my eyelids. And I know that a lot of people use like a primer on their eyes, but I don't have one. I don't fully understand it. So I feel like that kind of works to kind of keep it in place, like if that's the point of a primer. So that's what I do first. So I get that on there, and I've already got my blush on and stuff. This is just for eye makeup. But anyway, so I've got my tinted moisturizer there, and then this is the palette that I use. And it has like a ton of colors in it. So what I do first is I use this, let me wipe the dust off here. I use this like lightest one. It's called Strange. Okay. And I bought these brushes at Target. So there's 4 different brushes here. So I use this little one. It's called Smudge. So I use a smudge brush. I'm not sure if that's like an official brush term or not. I'm gonna put it on in my mirror because I don't think I can do it using my phone, like using the video. So I just do a couple like swipes in the Strange color and then I just put it in the corners. I get a little bit on one side and then I move to the other side and kind of smudge it in, and then just smudge it in on both corners. Okay, so that light color, you can use like a white or like a light pink or whatever. And then I get a little bit more and I put it just right under my eyebrows. Okay, so that it kind of highlights up there. Now if you need like eyebrow filler or eyebrow work, I am not your girl. Like my eyebrows are thick and bushy and I have to pluck like on a weekly basis. So if you need eyebrow help, I cannot help you. Okay, then I use, what is this? This brush is called Shade. I need to clean my brushes. But I was just kind of brush it on my hand just to kind of get some of the excess from the last time I used it off. And then I normally use, sometimes I just kind of mix up the colors, but normally what I use is, hold on, I can't read them. Okay, so this one is called Burnout. It's got a little bit of sparkle to it. So I swipe my brush in there, and then this one is called Nooner. So I swipe my brush in Burnout and Nooner. Okay, just one little swipe. And then I just kind of do the middle section, and if you get it on the outsides, it doesn't matter because you're going to cover that up with a darker color anyway. So I just, if you can see, I just kind of, and I go above the brow bone and or whatever that little bone here is called, the crease. I go above the crease and below the crease. I just don't want to get it like in the corner because that's where I want the highlight. So I just kind of put that on there like that, to the other side here. Okay. So that's that color. And then next, and then I just kind of, whatever. And then next I use this kind of like purpley color called Buzz. So you can tell I use that a lot. I use that almost every time I put on eye makeup, whether I'm mixing it with different colors or not. So that's why that one is used a lot. So Buzz, and then I normally use this one called Factory. This one right here. So it's like a darker brown. So I do a swipe in Buzz and a swipe in Factory. And then I know a lot of people use like painter's tape, so that like the eyeshadow doesn't come down, like it just kind of stays up. But I saved the like back of this is part of the package that my brush came in, and you can tell I use it a lot, like it's got eyeshadow all over it. So I just use that, and I put it like in an angle, like in a little bit of an angle. You can use painter's tape, or I think you can use, there's like a dusting powder or whatever you can put on there so that you can kind of dust it away when you're done. But this has worked really well. So I just kind of put that on a little bit of an angle, and then I fill in the corner, just right here. And then I go up on the angle, and then I go in a little bit above the crease. I don't go in below the crease. So like right there, and I just fill it in, and the corner, get the corner really good. Okay, so it's like the corner and up this way, and then over a little bit above the crease. Okay, and it looks kind of funny right now, but that's okay. And then the same thing on the other side, the corner. Now on this side, this is so funny, and I'm sure it's just because like I'm right-handed, so I have like, I'm sure I put it on a little bit differently on either side because, you know, like you can't get the exact same angles with the brush using your right hand on this side and your right hand on this side. So, but it always like puts a little bit, like it dusts a little bit down here, but it wipes away pretty easily. So I just wipe it away. And if I need a little bit more, like more tinted moisturizer there, then I can do that later. Okay, so that's that. And then I take, so that was all with the shade brush. And then I take the define brush, this little angled brush. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. The little angled brush. And I just do like one tap in that factory color that I just used. So one tap, and then I go along my lash line here. Okay, along my lash line. And I do that along my bottom lash line too. Okay, so just one tap. And then on the bottom, I'm really careful to start on the outside because I want it darker on the outside than on the inside, but I do swipe it all the way across. Okay, and then on the bottom ones, I just kind of run my finger across to kind of smudge it a little bit. It's not a big deal. It's pretty smudged anyway. And then I'm done with the shadow, but I'm not done with my brushes. So then there's this brush called Blend, and it's just like a really soft, like, it's a blending brush, okay? And then I just kind of sweep it across and blend everything in. And this is really important because you don't want like the harsh lines, and you kind of want it to just look like it all melts together. So I just blend it out like that. Okay, and that's the eyeshadow. I should have taken a before picture so that I could put them next to each other, but once I wash my face, I can do that. Okay, and then next, you're gonna wanna do your eyeliner. Now I use, this is that It brand, and it's waterproof gel liner, okay? So that's what I use. I don't know if you can, okay, and it's just black. The color is just black. Okay, and I take this and I use it in my waterline on the bottom. Okay, so this is so gross, but it just goes right in here, right inside. Definitely cannot do this using the video. And this used to really freak me out. I used to really hate doing it like this, but it really does look good and it doesn't bother me now. I don't know why, it just felt weird putting something like with what seemed like inside my eye. Okay. Sometimes it takes a minute to get it. And I don't know if it matters if you use waterproof or not. I would think that it matters because it's going kind of right in there and you don't want it to, like, I don't know, run outside of your eye. So that's the bottom. And then on the top, I start in the middle of my lid. I don't start all the way over because it actually makes your eyes look a little bit bigger if you just do like the side, okay? So I take this from the middle of the lid all the way to the corner, but I don't do anything outside of the corner yet. That's coming. So I take it from the middle. Whoops. Try not to slip up. Okay. Just so it's over to the corner, okay? And I feel like my eye already looks so much bigger and brighter. Do the other eye. Okay. So then I'm done with that. Okay, and this is, I can't remember what brand this is. I get it at Target, it's just a grocery store brand, but it doesn't really matter what brand it is. You can probably get this in different brands. I think maybe it's that NYX brand or maybe it's e.l.f. I can't remember. Anyway, but it looks like this. And this is the coffee color. I have the black and I use it sometimes, but with my everyday, I don't like to use the black for this. So this is called coffee, and it's like that little felt, like it's a little felt tip, and the eyeliner just runs through it, okay? So it's like a liquid liner, but without all the like, that stuff, like it's too difficult for me to use, it's too messy. So I use this. And then I just take it from the corner and I go kind of up along where that line from the eyeshadow is. And I just do a very little bit, okay? So I go, I can't do this. I wanted to show you in the thing, but maybe you can see it from here. So I go from the end of the black and I just do a little line there. Now, I'm sure you can use the gel liner for this, but I really struggle with getting like a thin enough line with that. I don't know how people do it. So this is what works for me. I have a black one of these and I have the coffee color. And I used to, when I first started doing my eye makeup like this, it took me a while to get it right. One thing that I did wrong, so this may be a good like don't do it tip for you, is I would pull this so that it would be straight and it'd be easier for me to like get a line out of it. Then when you let it go, it doesn't look right. So you don't want to pull it straight because then it doesn't look right. So that just kind of like opens your eyes up a little bit too, and kind of like, I don't know, I feel like it's like almost like a mini facelift even. Obviously nothing major, but, and then I curl my lashes. I don't know if people curl their bottom lashes, but I don't. They're not that long. So curl your eyelashes however you want to. And then I use this L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. And they have, the color I use is the Mystic Black. They have all kinds of colors, and I do not like to use waterproof mascara. I don't like it. It's just, I don't know, it feels really stiff and it's hard to get off. It comes off with, I take my eye makeup off with just using coconut oil, works really great. But, and it's really good for your eyes too. It's just good for your skin. But it takes it off, but it's like, I don't know how well anything takes off a waterproof mascara. But anyway, that's what I use. And they also have a primer that you can use with this, but I used it and didn't really notice much of a difference. So try it if you want to. I felt like it was maybe kind of a waste of money, but it's up to you. If you do the primer, you want to put the primer on, let it dry a little bit, and then put the mascara on. So I mean, this is not like rocket science here. If you wear makeup, you know how to put on mascara. But I'm going to put it on so that you can see the final product. Takes me a while, sorry. I want to get enough on there. But this is really the best. I mean, I'm sure that there are other really good mascaras out there, but I like to buy what I can at the grocery store because it's cheaper and you can get good stuff there. Like, it's not, I don't know, but this is the best grocery store one. I used to be like an avid, like, Maybelline, like the pink with the green lid one. Like, I used to use that one all the time. And it's still a good one. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But this one I feel like just is really awesome. It gets a really good effect. And I have a really hard time with this, but it looks so awesome if you get right to, from the bottom to the tip. Like, you want to get your entire lash in there. And I'm trying not to like open my mouth a lot because I don't want to look crazy in this video. But I think all women understand that in order to get your eye open really well for mascara, you kind of have to have your mouth open. It's just the rule. I don't know why, but it just is. Oh no, I smudged it. But that's okay. It comes off really easily if you get it on your skin. So there you have it. That's how I do my eye makeup. And it doesn't look like super dramatic. Like, it's just everyday eye makeup. And I don't do my eye makeup like this every day because I'm just at home with the kids a lot. And so, like, this is not a ton of work and it doesn't take me this long whenever I'm not making the video about it. But, so it's not like, you know, crazy a lot of work. But a lot of times I'll just do my tinted moisturizer, my blush, and then just mascara because it just gives my eye a little bit of pop without having to go to all that work. And sometimes when I do just my everyday like that, when it's just mascara, I'll use like one of these browns in here and just kind of sweep a little bit across. So you can do that too. But there you go. That's my everyday eye makeup. If you have any questions, post them below and I will try to answer them for you.